Hi, it's Cara Romanow. I'm back here in Fort Lauderdale at the Emerging Markets Forum with Fabian Urquijo. And one of the themes that's emerged so far today is the need for localization in emerging markets. You can't have one product, or you shouldn't, I should say, have one product the same throughout the world. So you walked us through a great case study. Can you give us a little bit of background for those folks at home? It was the Ariel laundry detergent for Procter Gamble. Help us understand how you went about figuring out how to differentiate that product and how you rolled it out.
Absolutely, yeah. I think localization and obeying the needs of the local consumers in each of the market, it's key. We have failed many times when we just basically simplify the approach. But then if you do common things, so the things that you think common in the different countries, but then you adjust, then your chances for success are so much better. So in the case of Ariel, the cleaning ability, we change depending on the hardness of the water, the washing machine type, all of that, affected. The perfume as well is very important, and that basically had a very important success in our entry in the South Cone with liquids.
Okay, the liquids, that was the key. So there was a competitor already in place with powders. How did you decide that liquids was going to be kind of the form factor and you were going to really go to market with a new product based on that form factor?
Well, there's a couple of things. One is that we learn from our mistakes, and we tried many times to go head-to-head with powders, and the results we were getting were not as strong as we expected. Additionally, we look around the world and what were successful strategies to compete against dominant players, and we have seen that when you change the way to deliver the benefit, your chances are higher, and that's what we did. So we entered with dilute liquids, and we educated consumers on the superior benefits of dilute liquids, and over time we've been changing the market. It's like a snowball. You start small, but as time goes by, it gets bigger and bigger, and then of course the established player had to jump in as well, and the snowball just keeps getting bigger.
Talk about some of the marketing tactics that you used. How did you get that message out to the consumers? You mentioned you used some celebrities, so help us understand how you really educated the market.
Yeah, well, we look at we look at all the different vehicles and media. So the store is a very important place. If you're not distributed, if you're not on the shelf, you cannot reach the consumer. So making sure that you have a very strong in-store communication is key. Driving awareness more broadly is important. So in Latin American countries, TV is still a very broad medium. So TV is a plan that we have. Digital nowadays is something that is imperative. It's a much more efficient medium, and everybody's looking at digital today. So digital in terms of social media, search as well. Lots of people are looking, particularly when you change the technology, they're looking in Google to see, what are the benefits of this particular product. So we use in-store, TV, digital, social. So we use all the different things to drive awareness.
Okay. Last question. How do you identify what those consumers need? So how did you figure out that, for example, the powder versus liquid was going to be an issue for them? How did you figure out, what they really cared about? Where do you get those consumer insights for those that are really just starting?
Yeah, we're constantly monitoring the market, and we do this with both qualitative and quantitative information. So what you're looking is areas of dissatisfaction of the current users. You're also testing some concepts and some ideas to see what resonates with new consumers. You are looking at the world to see, generally the world is in different stages for different categories. So you would look at where Latin America fits within the laundry development in the world. So the US is very well developed, then you have Europe in mid-development, and then Latin America is a starting point for liquids, for example. So we get ideas from that, and then we test in our local markets, and then we test receptivity, both qualitative and quantitative, and that's how we basically form our conclusions and plans.
Right. And you had a very successful launch, so congratulations. The growth numbers were great.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure to be here.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.